You can only be who you are not for just so long before the real you rises to the surface.
I'm Leandria Johnson. My proudest moment was when I won my first Grammy. Oh, and winning Sunday Best.
Leandria's gift is unlike no other artist I've heard.
I ended up where I am now because I had a problem.
A problem brought on by the denial of an addiction to alcohol and a broken relationship with herself and God.
She's hit rock bottom. She's not recording new music officially for the label. I think now she gets that she does, in fact, have a problem. She's a alcoholic.
Y'all go to these conventions only to find out that who you serving is the same as you.
I said Christianity, church.
They up.
The people who know you or know who you acted like, the people who claim to love you, have all turned a blind eye, leaving you suffering in the deafness of silence. She's an addict, and I don't understand why nobody has said that to her. They have allowed you, supported you, expected you to keep your damn mouth shut unless it was a benefit to them. I ain't on that committee.
I can't, it's a lot. I just want to go.
His rod and his staff, they comfort you, not the gospel industry, not the minister. Honor the commitment that you made to hear. You see, the best demonstration that you love somebody is to tell them the truth. But here's the truth, I'ma love you no matter what you do. This story is about that and more. Stay or go. I am Iyanla Van Zandt, and I am here to help you do your work. Although Leandria Johnson has a broken relationship with herself and with many of her friends and family, it was her close friend Phil who has asked for my help. Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
How are you? You are Phil.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
I believe there are many issues that have brought Leandria to seek advice from Iyanla. Her alcohol is definitely a problem.
You think I'm deranged? You'll be surprised. Your #1 gospel artist, they just like me.
It's self-destructive, and she really needs to take care of herself before it's too late.
So you wrote me. Tell me why. I want to hear it from you so I don't make up anything.
Leandria Johnson.
Okay.
She's a friend. I've known her since 2010, but here's the other piece. I'm the head of her record label. She's had quite a journey.
Sunday's Best. She won
Sunday's
Sunday's
Best.
Best.
And she won a Grammy on her first record.
Wow.
Yeah. So I met her in 2010. We forged a friendship, and I saw some of the struggles and challenges then.
What did you see?
I can't stress enough the alcohol. But I
When
think
you say the alcohol.
she's an alcoholic. She's an alcoholic. You know, you've seen some of the public instances where she's been on social media and under the influence.
The last thing that I did that would be controversial to the church was be in my house on Periscope, drinking.
Her kids are saying this. Part of it, you know, she grew up in church, so she was taught you have to be a certain way, you have to speak a certain way, you have to, you know, sit a certain way. And then I think so part of her wants to rebel because she doesn't want to be the poster child of the gospel sweetheart. She doesn't want to be that. She resents that, and that's where the gospel bad girl comes into play.
Why would you engage her as a professional when you know as a friend she's got an issue?
Well, when I started the job, she was already signed to the label.
See, what I'm trying to figure out is when you understood she had a drinking problem, because there's a way that you benefit as a professional.
Yes.
That may lead you to a silence as a friend.
And here's, candidly, I've been guilty of that as a professional.
Okay.
In the last 2 years working with her, I have been silent.
About?
Her alcohol.
When your friend doesn't tell you the truth, it's a betrayal.
It is.
Because sometimes we think that we're protecting a person
Yeah.
by not telling them the truth. when in fact we're twisting the knife. So what do you want to see come out of this?
I want to see Leandria on the path to success personally.
Even if that means you lose her as an artist?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to call on you as a friend to really own and acknowledge to your friend how you've betrayed her and let her down. Because that's what you did. Not intentional, not malicious. But until you can own that, because what I sense is that even though she may rebel, you have her ear. You have her ear. Okay. Thank you, my love.
Thank you.
I don't want you to go away because I'm going to call you back, but I'm going to talk to Leandria.
Okay.
As with any story, there's always more than what's at the surface. And before we can see the full picture, we must hear from Miss Leandria herself.
I never thought that my drinking alcohol was a problem. For the fact that I was drinking 11 to 1, able to get up the next day and function.
Good morning, sunshine. How are you? Good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Is that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm only asking because if you was really good, you would not be here with me.
My recent behavior has cost me money.
We're gonna get it together.
But I'm not gonna stop drinking, I'm just gonna stop drinking as much.
In order to understand the core of Miss Leandria's troubles, we must look at the root of her journey. So I have mapped out the aspects of her life with a diagram that represents who she was and who she is, so that we can create a path to who she wants to become. Because all or one of them brought you here. But we got to understand what the mark is. So let me ask you, who do you think brought you here? Which one of these brought you here?
Gospel artist.
Gospel artist. Under everything, there's an underbelly. So I want to see if you on this mark, what's underneath that? What does that have to do with gospel music?
I said Christianity, church. I said that.
They're two different things for me. Gospel music, religion, church. Those are different things, aren't they? But you have them kind of all mixed in together, yeah?
Yep.
Maybe we can get some of that work through. So which happened first, this one or that one?
Mother.
Talk to me about that underbelly.
I could have been dead.
Yeah. Are you open to the possibility that it was mindless because it's a function of a disease?
Yes.
Do you know what the disease is?
Alcoholism.
Yeah. That just shifted your whole body. You look at me. It's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm gonna be here at the end. And I ain't gonna judge you. Oh, but the truth is gonna set you free. Because one of the reasons you're standing here today is because people allowed you to suffer in silence. I'm not on that committee. They have allowed you, supported you, encouraged you, expected you to keep your damn mouth shut unless it was a benefit to them. I ain't on that committee. When you spoke to my producer, you talked to them about your drinking. Let's talk about this.
I just want to go.
Yea, though you walk through the valley of the death of your ego, the death of your heart, the death of your mind, the death of everything you knew. You're trying to figure it out with the very stuff you're rebelling against.
One of the reasons you're standing here today is because people allowed you to suffer in silence. They have allowed you, supported you, encouraged you, expected you to keep your damn mouth shut unless it was a benefit to them. I ain't on that committee. I ain't on that committee, baby. No judgment. Speak to me. Speak that. Speak that. Whatever that is right there, speak it. Speak it.
I don't want to believe it.
Well, until you believe it, you're going to drown it in a bottle. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You good?
Yeah.
I can let you go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The first step in this process is for Miss Leandria to acknowledge that she has a problem, and so far, she has been resistant to opening up. In order to get to a place of healing, she will need to face some hard truth about her reality, a truth that I'm about to unveil in an eye-opening way. Miss Leandria Johnson, why are you here?
I need help.
Let me see if you've had a chance to think about this. Are you an alcoholic?
No.
So how'd you get a DUI, and why do you have that on your ankle? Miss Leandria Johnson, help me. Tell me why somebody would have to put a device on your body to ensure that you don't drink liquor if you ain't an alcoholic. When you spoke to my producer, you talked to them about your drinking. Mm-hmm. How you drink and what you like to drink and stuff like that. So let's talk about this. It is my intention to reveal the addictive pattern of Leandria's daily routine. The 4 bowls on this card represents the amount of alcohol Miss Leandria consumes on a daily basis. Tell me about this. This is an alarming and hopefully eye-opening visual.
It's a mimosa?
Mm-hmm. In the morning?
Around 11, yeah.
Around 11. Okay. But I want you to see, based on what you said,
Okay.
what it looks like.
All right.
Okay, so around 11 you do that. Now what would be over here with the 3 Long Islands? Now what time of the day is it?
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Where the children?
In school?
At 3?
Mm-hmm.
What time they come home?
About 4.
So when are you having the 3 Long Islands and a couple of shots?
After I've cooked and they've homework and bathed and all that kind of stuff.
But that's okay, because you pumping on these 3 Long Islands. You don't need 3 more.
Yeah, but I'm good though.
What does that mean, I'm good though?
Because it's not prohibiting me to function or to do what I have to do.
Do you really believe that?
I'm functioning. I'm not falling over, slurring, all that. I'm
spoken like a true alcoholic.
No.
Absolutely. Just like the crackhead who don't think they're a crackhead and the dope fiend that don't think they're a dope fiend. I've rarely heard an alcoholic, a person with a drinking disease, acknowledge that they're an alcoholic until they get to their first AA meeting and they stand up and they say, "Hi, my name is Leandria and I'm an alcoholic." I want you to be real clear what a day's worth of liquor looks like going into your body.
Right.
And you did that how many days?
Almost every day.
For how long?
A long time.
And you think you don't have a drinking problem?
It numbs some pains. It just takes me away for a while.
Every day you gotta get numb. Every day you gotta be taken away from your children, from your husband, from your career. Every day.
My brother that's deceased, he got hit by a car.
How old was he?
32.
32. How long ago?
2 years ago.
So why is that still so hard for you?
He's not supposed to be dead.
Excuse me?
He's not supposed to be dead.
What is he supposed to be?
He's supposed to Here.
You're not supposed to have an ankle bracelet on your leg, but you do. Because only the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. That's what I was taught. That's what I believe. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I saw your videos.
Y'all need to cut that out.
This is not what a mother of sons and daughters says out loud. I got it. I got it. I got it. The sudden loss of a loved one is traumatic and can have a damaging effect in our everyday lives. For Miss Leandria, grief and mourning following the death of her brother has resulted in inappropriate behavior directed towards the church that has dishonored who she is as a woman, a minister, and a mother. Did you get to that after your brother died?
Bunch of bull.
What does that mean?
It's lies. You know, it's telling you what you can and cannot do.
Is that religion or is that people's interpretation of religion?
People's interpretation of religion.
Here's the thing, baby. I saw your videos.
The church is the only place that you can get robbed and nobody call the police. I said it. Y'all go to these conventions only to find out that who you serving is the same as you.
Much of what you said was valid. It's a valid critique. Even if it wasn't true, it was a valid sharing of your experience. But the venom with which you said it, and the rage with which you said it, and the disrespect of yourself first, people couldn't hear it. Your delivery diminished your message. That's because the woman ain't clear. This is not what a woman who loves, honors, respects herself. This is not what a mother of sons and daughters says out loud, unless she's confused about who she is. So that's what we've got to unpack, baby, so that you can heal that and do this or not. Right now you're doing this, feeling this, and then numbing the pain with this. Because you're in conflict. Come on, sit there. Sit there. How would you minister to this one right here?
I'm her. I can't even minister to myself, let alone be obligated to minister to somebody else.
Well, I can minister to her. What you've experienced doesn't have anything to do with God. But this is what I do know. God is sovereign. And you were where you were. You went through what you went through. You did what you did. You heard and saw and what for a purpose. Once you get to that purpose, it'll all make sense. But the purpose is not coming through a bottle, baby. It's coming from your relationship with God. You got a broken relationship with God. And you do minister to yourself. Because nobody ever taught you how to be present to your pain. Nobody ever taught you that your pain is valid. Nobody ever taught you that you have a right to hurt when the people you love and trust betray you, abandon you, neglect you, and expect you to keep quiet about it. You came through this wrong, didn't I tell you that?
I know.
There's nothing to apologize for. We're gonna break that pattern of you thinking that you're wrong. Look at me. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. Yes. Oh. Just let it come up. All of it. Let it all come up, Leandria. Come on. Don't silence it. Yeah, good. Give it sound. Give it sound. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. How can I support you? You reap, you wipe. Write, weep, breathe. That's your assignment. Keep writing. And then you're gonna go do your lunch, okay? You want a hug? Come on, get that big old hug. Miss Leandria is a demonstration of what happens when people do not tell us the truth. Instead, they program and condition us to accept their word, their voice, their law, their rules, system, structure, and regulations as the way things have to be, denying us of the possibility that there is another way. Right? Breathe, sit down. But anytime alcohol interferes with or determines the experiences of your life, you have a drinking problem.
Feel like you don't want to complete the day, or?
I just want to go.
Be not on your own understanding.
I don't know what to understand.
You're trying to figure it out with the very stuff you're rebelling against. Stay or go.
For Leandria Johnson, the inappropriate behavior she has displayed
Ain't nothing wrong with me.
seems to be rooted in a sheltered childhood and the tragic loss of her brother.
My brother was a good man.
To soothe the pain, Miss Leandria has used alcohol to distance herself from her feelings, her work, her beliefs, and from her own children. All pain needs a witness.
Terrence!
So I have invited Leandria's younger brother, Terrence, into the process with the hope that he can give me some insight about her current crisis of faith.
How you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Mr. Terrence, I need you to help me. I need you to understand how your sister got so broken.
Okay.
How did that happen?
I know she was dealing with drinking. So
What does that mean, dealing with drinking?
I guess she's really trying to come out of it. What she's doing, I know she may have chosen that route just to relieve herself. So.
You her brother, you two must have grew up in the church. Is your sister alcoholic?
I would say. Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Have you ever said that to her?
Yes, I have said it to her.
And what was her response?
Oh, no, I ain't no alcoholic. I'm just having a drink, just having fun.
And what was your request of her?
Oh, yeah, that she stopped drinking,
Did you really think she was just gonna stop drinking?
Not necessarily, maybe not cold turkey or whatever, but,
She's sick. Alcoholism is a disease. Your sister has a DUI. What's it gonna be next time? Tell me about growing up.
I wouldn't say it was normal, just growing up in a church environment like that, just being shielded from
Your
social
parents are
things.
preachers?
Yes.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of expectations.
Yeah. I would say it was challenging, not being like the rest of the kids at school. They had a lot more freedom and stuff like that. We were sheltered. We couldn't go to no movies. We couldn't go to no games. We couldn't go to parties and stuff like that, so.
I don't know how you can become her big brother, but that's what's required here.
Mm-hmm.
She needs somebody to lean on right now. So let's say, for example, if she had to go to an AA meeting, would you go with her?
Yes. I had my struggles and challenges before I did AA.
You did it? Does she know that?
No.
Ay, Fia.
It wasn't-
Gouge
it-
my
it
eye
wasn't-
out with a plastic fork.
It wasn't for alcohol, though. You know,
Doesn't matter.
yeah,
But so she doesn't know.
no.
Oh, Mr. Terrence, you have to tell her. Because she thinks she's the scourge of the family. That she's disappointed everybody.
Definitely.
Mr. Terrence, she needs to know so she can take some of the shame and embarrassment and guilt off of her. I need you to talk to your sister.
Okay.
Because I want to try to move her out of this wretchedness.
Yeah.
So that she can find her voice. She can sing, but she ain't got no voice. So we're gonna get it spoken though, okay? I thank you for coming, Mr. Terrence.
After speaking with her brother, my producers have informed me that Miss Leandria is not only down the street, but in full breakdown.
Everything she said was true. Everything she said was right. It was accurate.
You feel like you don't want to complete the day or the whole process? You want to leave right now, or what's
I just
going on?
want to go. I just want to go. I just want to go.
This is a critical moment for Miss Leandria's healing process. Reality has finally set in, and she can either run away or choose to move forward.
Why nobody said nothing? People that are around me, why nobody? I mean, they said something, but I mean, I let it go. I don't even know what to do. I'm gonna have to call my label and tell them I can't.
I hear a lot of judgment in your voice. I hear a lot of judgment against yourself. And that's what we still have left to do, is resolve that judgment. Because if you would have known better, you would have done better, honey.
I can't minister to nobody like this. I can't sing on nobody's stage, none of this. My relationship with God is not where it needs to be. I can't.
Lean not on your
can't.
own understanding. Honor God in all thy ways, and he will direct your path.
I don't even know what to understand. I don't know what to understand.
On your own understanding. That's what you've been doing. Leaning on your understanding. Making it up the way you want it to be. Lean not on your own understanding, but honor God in all thy ways, and he will direct thy path. Yea, though you walk through the valley of the shadow of the death of your ego, the death of your heart, the death of your mind, the death of everything you knew. Fear no evil. His rod and his staff, they comfort you. Not the gospel industry, not the churches, not the ministers. His rod and his staff, they will comfort you. You get to choose. Honor the commitment that you made to heal. You don't have to understand. Lean not on your understanding. Come unto me, all ye who are laden, and I will give you rest. Not come unto yourself, not figure it out on your own. Come unto me. What if this is your opportunity to create a relationship with the God of your understanding on your terms in a way that serves you? You don't know nothing about that. You're trying to figure it out with the very stuff you're rebelling against. Lean not on your own understanding. But here's the truth. I'ma love you no matter what you do. Stay or go. What if this is your opportunity to create a relationship with the God of your understanding on your terms in a way that serves you? But here's the truth. I'ma love you no matter what you do. Stay or go.
Miss Leandria's foundation, faith, and identity as a woman has fallen apart, and she has been covering her pain with alcohol.
Have a seat, my love.
Thank you.
Good. So while Miss Leandria sits with her truth and decides whether or not to continue in this process, I want to sit down with someone who can give me the true reality about Leandria's day-to-day.
So what is your role in her life?
Well, I started out as like road manager, which I still am.
Road manager?
Yeah, road manager, booking agent. But I kind of ended up as like big brother.
In your experience, is Leandria An alcoholic?
If you would have asked me that 31 days ago, I would have said probably so.
And why wouldn't you say it today?
Because she hasn't took a sip of alcohol in 31 days. And I believe that she's healed from that disease.
Really? Did she go to rehab?
No, she went to jail.
That'll learn you, darn you.
So,
That'll cure you.
absolutely.
Yeah, alcoholism isn't just about drinking liquor. Alcoholism is about the condition of the mind and the heart.
Mm-hmm.
How many people are alcoholics stop drinking for a year and go back? They're still an alcoholic. Or when she stopped drinking, did she deal with any of the things that led her to drink in the first place?
I don't believe so. That's why I believe we're here.
And did she ever speak to you about those things?
I know the main thing, in my opinion, was the death of her brother. And she's still really having a hard time wondering why it happened. And I think her way of getting around that was probably drinking. We've been together going on 9 years now. And I really don't look at myself as like her road manager. I look at myself more as of her brother and somebody who wants to protect her and doesn't want to see her go down a horrible, wrong
You mean
path.
like the one on the Twitter?
Yes.
But where were you then, big brother?
People were calling because she was on the Facebook Live, so of course I went on there, deleted the videos.
Christianity, church. I said that.
She calls herself a gospel artist and then says the church? Please. And you booked that? What are you booking? The minute that came out of her mouth, I would have said, whoop, hold up. Because now you're out of integrity too. I'm gonna say this, please forgive me. Let me hold your hand, because I don't want you not to like me when I say this. See, I think her singing gospel has a financial benefit to some people that don't have a moral benefit to her.
Okay, I can get that. But I can assure you, not me. And I can give you several reasons why not me. And if most people knew what I did for her and her family, they would probably still ask me.
But you do that as her friend.
Absolutely.
So then you don't need to be her booking agent. You
Why
need
is
to
that?
be her friend. Because, baby, just like the record exec, I said the same thing to him. I'm not picking on you.
Mm-hmm.
The boundaries are enmeshed. The booking agent will cover up for her. And, so that she don't lose possibilities and jobs and opportunities. That's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the friend will say, girl, you need to get yourself together. Let me take your ass around here to the AA meeting or the something. That's what the friend needs to do. But the friend is also trying to cover up and keep up with what's going to serve her professionally. So the boundaries are enmeshed.
I can get that.
I have to tell you, I've spoken to you, I've spoken to Phil, I've spoken to her brother, and everybody, all of you, I believe, love her and are committed to her. So I don't understand why she's drowning with all of y'all standing around the pool. It is now clear to me that a toxic pattern of silence exists within most of Miss Leandria's relationships. We're gonna get it done. And in order to move toward a healthy and pain-free future, she will need to commit to this process and break the silence with those closest to her. Talk to me, girl.
I had a chance to think about what you said. Mm-hmm. The problem with alcohol has led me to not be a part of the important things that I should have been able to be a part of.
Such as?
Being there more for my kids.
Do your children know that you may have a drinking problem?
Yes.
How do they know?
Because when I go out, or if I go anywhere, they will say, "Can you not drink?"
And what do you say to them in response?
Don't tell me what to do.
That's okay. It's okay.
shouldn't have said that to
Well, you didn't know how not to say it, beloved. Nobody ever told you that you could tell the truth and still be loved. Look at me. Nobody told you that you could tell the truth and still be loved. So instead of telling the truth, you denied it. Have you ever been to an AA meeting?
No.
Do you know what step 1 of Alcoholics Anonymous is? Do you know what that step says? It says that my life, I admit that my life has become unmanageable and that I turn it over to a power higher than myself. As a result of having people pulling the strings in your life is one thing. Not having a voice is another. People not telling you the truth is another. Forcing yourself to do what you really don't want to do is another. Not having a clear vision is another. Not standing in integrity is another. So there's a lot of reasons your life has become unmanageable, and what you do is cover that up with alcohol. So we got to address that. And most of this, Miss Leandria, is just a function of you not knowing how. But you do have a resource, and I want to work with that for you. So let me go get this resource for you. There's a lot of reasons your life has become unmanageable, and what you do is cover that up with alcohol. And most of this, Miss Leandria, is just a function of you not knowing how. But you do have a resource, and I want to work with that for you. So let me go get this resource for you. When boundaries collapse, friendships will fail to support and sustain you. In Miss Leandria's life, it's time someone showed up for her by standing in the power of truth. Hug him. Yeah, it's okay. Why are you crying?
Because, only love will have you here.
Sister. And what do you want her to know about this, friend?
It's got to stop. We've talked about it. We've had honest conversations, and I love you too much. You got too much to give the world, but you got to take care of you firstly. One of my biggest fears is getting that dreadful call. I don't want to lose you, Lee. I don't. And I love you too much to see that destroy you.
Give me your hand. She's an addict. She's an addict. So for you to say to her, the drinking has to stop without intervention, rehabilitation, something, that's like saying to a horse, don't eat hay. She's an addict. And I don't understand why nobody has said that to her. It's okay. I love you enough to tell you the truth. And what's the truth you haven't told a friend?
True. I really want you to change your surroundings. Like your entire team, you need people that are genuinely gonna care. And regardless, like you gotta take care, but you gotta clean house. For real. That's a part of the new you.
See, okay, so I want to, okay, that was a friend. Where's the record executive? Is he back yet?
He's back.
Okay. And as a record executive, what do you need her to know? Because how long is this gonna go on that you just gonna be not hitting your mark?
Lee, I really wanted to see, I want to see a difference in the next 60 days. I want to see a difference, and I believe in you, and I know you can do it. 60 days.
But what does that difference look like? What is that?
Well, I want to see this obviously gone. And without that there, that shouldn't even be a thought, but I also want you to be excited to be here. And just again, but on the journey is all I ask. You're not going to be at 100% perfect in 60 days. I know that. That's too much to ask of anybody, but I need you to at least say, I'm going to take the necessary steps to take care of me. So I would love to, next 60 days.
9 months. 9 is a very sacred number. It's the number of completion. So on her behalf, I'm going to ask for 90.
Okay.
Because the truth of the matter is this is an addict, and she's not well, and she hasn't even begun recovery. That's the truth. That's the truth. And then what do you want to see in 90 days? What are you looking for? She needs to be clear about what it is your expectation is, so she knows whether or not she can fulfill it.
Alcohol-free.
And if she's not,
Then we should go our separate ways.
let me back this up again because I gotta be careful with you. He understands that you're an addict. Would that be accurate?
That's accurate.
Yeah. Okay, tell me what you heard him say, beloved.
If I don't get help, there will be termination of contract.